Okay viewers, it's Monday, I think it's the 7th of October. I haven't really kept up with the dates, but anyway, here I am in Deloraine. The weather was pretty crappy a little bit earlier, but it's now sunny again. That's Tassie weather for you. You have all four seasons in one day, as I keep saying. Anyway, I'm in Deloraine and the main drag, where all the old buildings and the shops are. Quite a lovely place. Yeah, I just caught up with my kindergarten teacher. Well, when I come down here, I catch up with her at least once. Anyway, it's lovely chatting to her again, just catching up on things. And yeah, yesterday I caught up with my school friend Rebecca. We had a wonderful drive out to Burnie and around the countryside, or the country and coastal side of northern coastal side of Tassie. So it was lovely to catch up with her too. Well, anyway, I plan to go to Trowunna Wildlife Park pretty soon. That's pretty much my next stop. Don't know if I'll do something I'll probably take photos along the way before I get there, but that's where I plan to go next. Anyway, glad the weather's come good. Let's go down the road a little bit. I need to go for a slash, so I'm just going to walk down to that park down there. Dunny's down there. Anyway, on the way, let's just have a bit of a tour around the street of Deloraine. So yeah, I've got a bunch of shops over there of various sorts. Got op shop, art gallery, golf wear. That's new. Don't remember seeing that in my last trip. So yeah, Gallery 9, I guess. Yep, it's definitely an art store. Got the famous Deloraine Hotel. That's been there since 1848, I think. So it's a very old hotel. Yeah, we've got the main park reserve land down here, where the river is. I've forgotten the name of the park. This is the railway. I don't know if it's still used for freight trains. I don't, probably most likely not. Well, probably might be actually. They've still got the railway crossing, so yeah, I imagine freight trains still go through here. But yeah, no passenger train services in Tassie no more. No, that's all gone like 50 years ago. Well, anyway, I'm just waiting at the crossing here for an opportunity to cross. Yeah, we've got the memorial, lest we forget, World War I memorial there. Once again, Deloraine Hotel. So yeah, just heading down to Deloraine Train Park. And there's an old Apex train on display just further down. Don't know what that bird is. Don't think I've seen any birds like that before. So that's the main river of Deloraine. You've got the old railway bridge there. And over here we've got the old Apex train. Well, that's what I call it anyways, because it says Apex Australia. But yeah, I remember this train when I was a kid back in the 80s. Yeah. So it's an old old steam locomotive. I'm guessing probably from the late 1800s, early 1900s. Let's go right aboard and have a look-see. You got all the all the controls here, valves and that sort of stuff. So yeah, here's the details of it. So it's an E-Class number 2 locomotive, built for the Tasman Government Railway. Yeah, it's built in 1907. It was built by Bowyer, Peacock and Co in England in 1907 at the cost of £5,370. It was last in use in 1962 and then stored and then stored until presented to the Deloraine municipality during the railway centenary in February 1971, and was sighted by Deloraine Apex Club on the 24th of July 1971. Railway line from Launceston to Deloraine was the first constructed in Tasmania and was opened on the 10th of February 1871. Total working weight 72 tonne, tractive power at 85% capacity, 19,947 pounds. Anyway, that's everything on the plaque for you. Alright, well, that's it for this mini tour. Anyway, time to hit the dunnies and then head off to Trowunna. See you in the next video. Okay viewers, I'm on my way to Trowunna Wildlife Park. Thought along the way I'd just stop around here. Got this nice lovely view of Quamby Bluff and the Great Western Tiers. Well, some of the Western Tiers anyways. But yeah, I stopped around here. And just took some photos on my Canon EOS 200D. Looks quite beautiful at the moment with the clouds and all that around. It just makes for a nice scenic photograph. So yeah, got Quamby Bluff down there, down below, peeking out of the bushes. We've got this lovely old Victorian period mansion. Quamby Bluff right there. Over there we've got the Western Tiers. I believe that might be Mother Cummings Peak. Looks kind of like it. Anyway, yeah, just took my photos because it's actually starting to rain again. You just never know when it's going to rain in Tassie when you've got clouds about. And yeah, it's starting to rain right now, so I'm going to finish up this video. Wind and rain. It's lovely earlier. Anyway, this tumultuous weather makes for excellent photography. Which is why I quite like the crazy weather of Tasmania. It just makes for good photography. Anyway, yeah, time to head off to Trowunna. Camera gets wet, it's going to get damaged and stuff, so I don't know what I'm going to do next with that. Alright, I'll think on it as I get down there. Just don't know when it's going to rain again, that's the trouble. Alright, see you in the next one. Okay viewers, here I am now at Trowunna Wildlife Park. Anyway, yeah, I haven't been here since I was a small kid. I don't even remember when that was, sometime late 80s I think. Yeah, anyway, been meaning to come here on my last few visits, but it kind of went down on, kind of was at the back of my priority list. I kind of prioritised other places, but promised myself this trip I'd pay good old Trowunna a visit, and here I am. Alright, well, gonna go in there and yeah, check out the animals, take photos. Wanted to use my film camera, but it's raining and the weather's just unpredictable. And I do have a rain cover for my camera, but yeah, I suppose when it clears, if it clears up and stays cleared up, I might come back to the car and bring my film camera out, but digital cameras. But yeah, weather's, I don't know if that's going to happen. All right, anyway, enough yapping. Just check the car's locked. Anyway, let's head into Trowunna Wildlife Park. Yeah, I'll make a few videos here and there of the animals and all that. So here's the entrance. Let's head in there and yeah, check out some animals. Okay viewers, we're now in Trowunna Wildlife Park. So yeah, got open field here for the animals to move about. Some nice looking ducks about. Some roos over there. Hello. Got a couple of roos over here as well. Yeah. Lovely open field area this is. Alright, well, just going to make a trip to the gents and then, yeah, go check the whole place out and take photos and make videos along the way. See you next video. Okay viewers, here I am at the Tassie Devil pen. A couple of Tassie Devils there, one there. Yeah, posing for the camera. No, it's been a long time since I've seen a Tassie Devil. Well, I think the last time I seen one was at either Quamby or Taronga Zoo in Sydney. And it was like over 10 years ago. Anyway. Yeah, they're all gone up the back there. Let's go around. Gee, they have a lot of ducks around here. So yeah, here they are, up the back. Yeah, one of them was like lazing about on top of the top of their pen. Alright, anyway, see you in the next video. Okay viewers, here I'm at another pen. I believe that's some kind of spotted possum. I don't know my animals too well, but yeah, it looks like a possum. I'm pretty sure it's a possum. I don't see any plaques or anything stating what this marsupial is. I've just got my phone magnet connected to the grate. There it is. Yeah, it's feeding on some tucker. Anyway, I'm going to assume it's a possum. Let's get a zoom in on it. There we go. I'm not in a good position to film it. Go up a bit. Alright, we've got the other one over there, hiding behind a rock. They seem to be rather timid, these possums. You'd think they'd be used to tourists by now. Anyway. Yeah, over here, I don't know what animal inhabits this particular pen, but so I don't see it. It's probably whatever is inhabiting here is hiding in its I don't know what you call it, kennel or something. Annoys me when it's little building, whatever. Annoys me when I just don't know the names of these little buildings, or I'll just call it a kennel anyways. Anyway, yeah, don't know what's inhabiting there. Yeah, I've got a number of roos over here. I don't know how friendly they are to tourists. Hello. Well, I'm certain I do not want to be kicked by one of those. Alright. Over here it says spotted tail quolls. Let's see if I can see one. Oh, I don't see them at all. Must be hiding somewhere. Probably didn't pick the right time of day to come here, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, see a few empty pens about. Well, seemingly, the animals must be hiding somewhere. Yeah, oh well. Can't see any of them around here, so I guess we'll move on. Ah, yes. So what I thought was possums are actually spotted tail quolls. So yeah, my bad on that one. As I said, I don't know my animals too well, and I just assumed it'd be a possum. Alright. Well, seeing there's none there, let's just go back to where there are some. Alright, so spotted tail quoll, not possum. Stupid me. Let's see, get my camera to focus. Yeah, they must be hibernating, all these quolls. Get in a position. The other one's gone probably into hiding again. Hibernation. Jesus. Okay, there we go. So there's that spotted tail quoll hiding behind that tree branch. Let's zoom in a bit further. Yeah. Trying to focus this camera is pretty difficult when you got something nearby, and it takes priority to the subject nearby, which is the grate. Oh well. Okay. There we go. Alright, there's the other one. It's standing up. Alright, let's move on. See you on the next video. Okay, viewers, just checked out the quolls, and yeah, there was only a couple. I think it's say a couple of them in the far pen. Here I am, just around a bunch of roos. This one was sort of like it's moving its head about. I don't know what that means, but anyways, I'll give it a bit of a pat. How's it going, buddy? Yeah, this one's having a, just lazing in the sun. There you go, mate. There you go, buddy. Don't have any food for you yet, but
I'm going to throw some treats in for them. Come on over, Joey Club.
alright, see you in the next video. Okay viewers, here I am at another Tassie Devil pen. Here we've got a Tassie Devil, having a bit of a sunbake. I mean, yeah, why not? Now the sun's gone, the Tassie Devil's off back into his pen. Her pen, I don't know, male, female, I don't know which gender that Tassie Devil is. We've got another Tassie Devil that was somewhere around there, but it's moved on. Yeah, I was just patting some roos earlier. Here's the other devil. It might be like further or more here. There's the other fella. I don't know if it's male or female, but anyway. Yep, sun's back out and looks like this devil is going to get a bit of sun. Yeah. Getting very tumultuous weather today. Sun was out earlier, nice and now we've got some clouds coming over and some rain again. Oh, now the sun's back out. The devil's going to enjoy getting a bit of vitamin D. Aren't you, mate? Anyway, time to take a few photos and move on further up. See you in the next one. Okay viewers, here we are up at another Tassie Devil pen. There's quite a few Tassie Devil pens about. Yeah, they're just making their distinct noise. There you go, buddy. Oh, it's on its merry way. That roo's heading off into that area. Oh, okay. Let's go back. It's making its call again. Got to have the Tassie Devil call. They're communicating with each other, I am assuming. Hello. All right, let's see what's in here. much better view of the Tassie Devils. View of the Devils over here. Yeah, pose for the camera. Cool. I'll take some more photos. See you in the next video. Okay viewers, we have a few roos having a bit of a sunbake. Made great for a composition photo. Yeah, they're just lazing in the sun and enjoying the sun when it comes out. Yeah, it's pretty cold at the moment, so yeah, they obviously want to warm up. Yeah. So I'm just around here. Yeah, heap of roos and ducks and about, and I don't know if those, I don't know what those grey birds are. I don't know if there's some kind of species of goose or what, but no, probably not. As I said, I don't know my animals too well. Yeah, I'm just coming down here, going inside the raptor's pen. So, yeah, a few birds in here. Let's have a look. So, peregrine falcon. Is it anywhere to be seen? I don't really see it anywhere. Oh, there it is, up the back. Behind that fern on the tree branch. So it's not easy to see it. Okay, this is probably the best view I can get of it. Alright, let's have a look at the next bird. The Tasmanian masked owl. Alright, yeah. I'll have to, I don't know, can't spot it yet, but I might be able to spot it at some point if I look hard enough. Oh yeah, it's up the back there, but I can just barely make it out. There it is, up the back there. You can probably just make it out in the centre there. Only just make it out. No. Anyway, next bird. There's no plaque. So I guess this pen must be empty. Alright. Don't know what this, yeah, got two of those birds. It's almost like a mirror image, like they're looking at each other. I mean, they're just, yeah, they're trying to have a peck at each other through the glass. That's funny. I don't know what those birds are. They look a little bit like some kind of goose kind of bird, but I don't know what they are. Just have to have a look at the animal list on if there is an animal list for this place. Well, it should be. Anyway, yeah, look at them go at each other. That's funny. See how close I can get before they decide to move on. Bet any money if I stuck a mirror in front of that bird, it would think it's another bird and do the exact same action. Okay, looks like I've broken them up. You were having a bit of fun, weren't you? Alright. Anyway, gonna see what's around here and make another video soon. See you in the next one. Okay, here we are at another lot of bird pens. Got an albino magpie here apparently. I wonder where it is. Oh, there it is behind the. There it is behind the stump. First time I've seen an albino magpie. Can't see it now, it's just hidden. It's behind that brush there. Shrub, should I say. Oh, okay, there's another albino magpie. Oh, there it is again. Must be a very young one. Magpies sound like that when they're very young. First time I've ever seen an albino magpie. Alright. It's supposed to be like a tawny frogmouth in here too. Probably be hiding around somewhere. Ah, here we go. 3 of them. 320 frogmouths. Yeah, not very active. Alright, I'm going to take some photos while I can of them. Alright, see you next video. Hey viewers, yeah, just finished checking out the albino magpies and frogmouse. Yeah, what are these birds? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, they're having a bit of, I was sort of squawking a little bit earlier. Just wonder if they're about to fight each other. Alright, well, apparently there's going to be a, there's definitely going to be a tour in a few minutes time, so I'm going to go and join the tour. In the meantime, I'm just going to work my way up. Oh, what's in this pen here? Ah, wombat. Hello, buddy. Alright, take a few photos of this wombat and then head into the tour.
Communication, quivering, yawning, the classic picture of the devil with its mouth open. That's communication.
That's on board.
Yep. Screaming. It gets loud at the devil feeding site. So notice the solitary animals stay in their own den site, however, coming together to feed. This is because when that one devil starts eating, all the others are going to smell it and all come together. Like I said, they can smell a carcass from a kilometre away, so they're all going to know. They'll also use the same latrine site, the same bathroom site. So solitary, but not territorial. They don't care, not like the wombat that has that territory. They just have their den site and that's it. Well, clearly they're hungry, so I'm going to throw their food in for them. I'm feeding them a chunk of wallaby today. Just to let you know, I do have a chunk of wallaby. This is because they're eating the whole animal, like I said before. The fur and the bone, the vegetation, the stomach, everything. So I'll tuck that in for them just to let you know. It can be a bit in your face sometimes. In the wild. Exactly this. Yep, that's communication as well.
That's pretty fresh wallaby meat.
Yes, so, not roadkill. Now that is because that facial tumour is highly contagious. See how close their faces are? So in a social feeding in the wild, this is where the tumour would be spreading, just like this. There might still be a bit of screaming, but this is exactly how a social feeding would be working in the wild.
And is it tendon or dental floss?
Tendon and dental floss. So they love the tail for that reason. It's gooey, it's stringy. They don't have a tail today because we feed them differently every day. So this is their feed for today. Sometimes they'll get the entire deceased animal. We call this a gorge feed. Now, in the wild, they don't know when they're going to eat next. They don't know when their next meal is. So when they find a deceased animal, they're going to eat 40% of their body weight in one go. Now, they'll walk away looking like a bowling ball. Pretty terrific. 40% of their body weight's a lot for a 10-kilo animal. Yeah. Like a couple of kilos, right? So, what we'll do is, the next day, we mimic that here because that's how the metabolism works. When we give them the full animal, we don't feed them the next day. That's so funny. So if you take a video of that as well, when they're like that at each other, screaming and doing it, and press mute, you will really see that it's not aggressive behaviour. It just sounds like it. That's where they got their name Devil, as well as their ears. See their ears? Yep. They don't have fur on there because they don't pant like a dog. It's for temperature regulation. Yep. But when they get excited, blood rushes to their ears. Right. You'll also see the shape of their ears curve up a little bit. Right. When the sun hits it, they look red. They look like little horns. Right.
Okay viewers, here I am on my Sony Handycam. Yeah, my bloody phone battery's just down about 36% now. I had to stop filming and taking photographs at Trowunna. Anyway, just finished my tour at Trowunna. Yeah, it was very educational. We had had a tour guide and just showed us around the place and spoke in depth about their breeding program for Tasmanian devils and spotted quolls, which is what they actually are, which I confused as possums. And it was very educational what they're doing, and very nice what they're doing, keeping the Tasmanian devil alive, because they're on the verge of extinction due to the cancer that's going around with the Tasmanian devils. Anyway, alright, well, anyway, there's the entrance to Trowunna with the big Tasmanian devil statue. Yeah, I'm just pretty much up the road from my childhood house. The weather's making a dive again. It was quite sunny earlier. We've got a bit of sun coming through, but yeah, there's the Western Tiers, shrouded in cloud. You can just see them, see the tiers. Actually, make it good for a photo if it wasn't for that bloody power line. But anyway, you can just make out the Western Tiers through the cloud. It's cloud and over and all that. Yeah. I'm going to go up the road and once again film my childhood house. Alright. Probably going to piss down rain again pretty soon. Alright, well anyway, let's go down and do a bit of videoing of my old home and head into Mole Creek. See you in the next one. Okay viewers, here I am across the road from my childhood home up there. Yeah, it's been renovated pretty nicely since 2010s, because I drove past here in 2022 and drove right past my childhood home, not realising this house was my childhood home because of the massive makeover that was done to it. So but yeah, it looked a lot different when we lived there. It looks practically like a new house. Anyhow, I'm pretty sure the house is still owned by the same landlord. But yeah, there's certainly a lot's done to it. Alright. So yeah, that's where I grew up back in the mid-late 80s. Once again, I've filmed this house on previous visits. Alright, I'm just gonna take a photo and then head into Mole Creek. See you in the next one. Okay viewers, here I am just outside of Mole Creek, pretty much on the western side yeah, there's Mt Roland, how I used to see it as a kid, which looks a lot less craggy on this side, and you got that big slope there. I feel like superimposing a ball of some sort of in my photos. It just makes me think of that. Yeah, just in Photoshop, when I get home, I'm gonna superimpose a ball on the slope of Mt Roland. That'd be funny. All right. Anyway, that's just me and my weird sense of humour. But yeah. Anyway, it's looking quite interesting with all those clouds about. So I'm sort of not sure if the weather's clearing up or going bad again. It's just hard to tell. Well, we're getting cloud coming over and a bit of rain, and then it comes good again. I want to take my DSLR to Trowunna, but yeah, the weather was just unpredictable. Anyway, Mt Roland. Alright. I'm debating what to do next. Yeah, I'll head in Mole Creek and just do a bit of filming there, and yeah, I might stop by the pub and have a beer. Alright, see you next video. Okay viewers, I'm back in Mole Creek. I got raindrop on the camera lens, but what can I do? Yeah, this weather's on bloody acid or something. It's just rain, sunshine, it's just it is too crazy today. Just trying to do a bit of photography out caveside, but it just started raining again. Anyway, once again, have to stop by at my old school. This is the school I went to back in the 80s. Fun times they were. Yeah, not a lot has changed. Over there is the some sculptures. I took some photographs last time I was up that way, up over there. Interesting looking sculpture with army soldiers and helicopter on top. Yeah, this weather's just I don't know, I just want to take some photographs, but just there's too much rain going about. Alright, I'm just a bit out of words, I'm sort of talking gibberish, so I think it's high time I just chill out and went to the pub for a bit and head back to Dad's. Alright, well, see you in the next video. Okay viewers, probably about 10 minutes ago I was just out the front of my old school, and yeah, it was all clouded over, starting to rain again, and now it's sunny again. I swear to God, Tassie weather is on acid. It is so unpredictable. Anyway, here's the Western Tiers as I remember them as a kid. A bit of cloud cover here and there. There's a nice looking tree out there, interesting tree. I'm going to put my 250mm lens on my Canon and take a few shots of it. And yeah, over there is the Mole Creek Hotel where Dad used to regularly hang out back in the day. I'm going to go there and have myself a beer or two. Well, just a beer because I've got to drive home back to Dad's, so yeah. Alright, well, without further ado, I'm just going to take a few more shots and then hit the pub. See you in the next video. Hey viewers, I'm on my way back to Dad's now. Yeah, the weather's come good once again. It's past 6 o'clock now. Daylight savings has kicked in, so it feels more like about 4:30ish. But anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd do a bit more vlogging on the way back. I'm going to take photos. Over there I've got an orchestra of cows droning like bagpipes. Not as many as what I saw the other day near Sheffield. Speaking of which, I'm going through Sheffield back home because I want to get some more spectacular shots of Mt Roland. This is Mt Roland from the I guess the eastern side. Oh man, this wind has cut me like a knife. It's pretty much Antarctic level cold. But anyway, yeah, even the locals are complaining about how cold it is. That's Tassie weather for you. So yeah, over there is Quamby Bluff. It's amazing how even from here, Quamby Bluff looks practically the same distance as you'd see it from Deloraine. It's like seeing Mt Roland from Devonport. It looks practically the same distance. Over there, Mother Cummings Peak, which is covered in hazy cloud. Alright. Anyway, see you in the next video.